It is a First Alert weather day, so let's get straight to First Alert meteorologist Darren Peck with a look at all those snowy conditions out there.
It has been quite the challenge all morning long tracking the snow. I think we showed really kind of the two main spots this morning that were impacted on 17 in the Santa Cruz Mountains and Grizzly Peak in the East Bay Hills. We're going to check in with those again. But just for a quick review on this, if we take a look at the Sierra as a whole, there's a lot of snow on that side of the state. It's not all that usual to get the amount of snow that we've had falling here. And if we bring Mount Diablo in as our guide, snow level's been up and down, but we're pretty much settled in this morning. Clearly at the top of the mountain, there's plenty of snow. But if we take a look at how the level has changed from at its coldest point yesterday when there wasn't much falling to the all-important point this morning where we actually had precipitation falling and cold enough air, the snow level had gotten down to right around that 1,900 foot level, and that's where it accumulated, not only on Mount Diablo, but that's why Highway 17 was shut down, still is shut down. It sits at 1,800 feet, and there was more than enough snow to close it. But interestingly enough, it was the light snow falling in the East Bay Hills that also accumulated up at Grizzly Peak. But if we look at First Alert Doppler now, while we're not done with this system, and there are still going to be light showers on and off, you can see a line right here along the East Bay Hills at this point right now, by the way. It's going to be more on again, off again with breaks as we go through the remainder of this afternoon. And we're really not done until we get into about, say, Saturday afternoon before this finally finishes. Okay. All right, Ryan, back over to you.
Mount Diablo has some personal space issues there. Needs to give you a little more space. All right, we're turning to the South Bay right now. Live look right now at Highway 17, which is closed and will stay that way for quite some time. Right now, the road is shut down from Highway 85 to Summit Road. These images from Caltrans showing power poles and trees knocked down and the snowy roads. Crews now working to clear all that debris. There's no timeline for when the road will reopen. And here's some exclusive video we just... Highway 17 is dangerous any time of the year. It's steep and winding through the Santa Cruz Mountains, but take a look at these current conditions right now. Icy, cold. Those are those trees that are knocked down from all that snow. And we talked to some people who noted just how rare this is.
It's very unusual to have to close that highway because it's such a main artery between Santa Cruz and here in San Jose. And we have friends that can't get over here to go to work.
Yeah, those snowy conditions right there as those tow truck crews are trying to get people out of there. But be careful, you're out there on the roads. In the meantime, our Sean Chitness has been there all morning long.
We're able to stand in the middle of Highway 17 southbound lanes this morning because it's been closed all day as there are concerns about snow, ice, and downed trees in both directions. Caltrans hasn't been able to give an estimate on when they'll be able to open these roads, but they have been advising drivers to find an alternate route and stay away as best as you can. Snow from earlier in the morning showed you just how difficult the conditions were, with plenty of snow falling along with a mix of rain, and then you add the ice and those trees coming down. Drivers had a lot to deal with as they were trying to get through this part of the Santa Cruz Mountains.
A lot of snow. I woke up this morning. It was surprising to see this much snow on the ground. I was heading out for a mountain bike ride, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen today. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes, though. They've been out there plowing already, it looks like, huh?
Yeah, what's the plan for the rest of the day, then?
Well, wait a couple hours, see if we can get out for a mountain bike ride, and then head to work if they'll let us off the mountain.
So we know that the snow rain line was around 1,200 feet, but we have seen snow all throughout this stretch of Highway 17, even going lower than where we're currently standing. So there is plenty of snow in this part of the mountains, and it is going to take quite some time to clear the damage that has been done from this unusual winter weather. Back to you.
Well, from the South Bay to the North Bay, check out this video from Sonoma County. The snowy conditions were so bad, Cloverdale Unified School District actually canceled classes. You can see all that snow and you can understand why. This is a look at the current PG&E outage map in the North Bay. More than 7,200 people without power. That's out of a total 17,000 for the entire Bay Area. In the East Bay, snow covering the East Bay Hills, creating quite the sight for many living near Grizzly Peak. Let's check in with Justin Andrews, who's been hanging out in the East Bay Hills all morning long. This morning you look so cold, but I'm glad to see some sunshine on your shoulders today.
You know what, Ryan? That's the silver lining this morning. The sun is shining, and that is certainly not what we saw earlier this morning. I want to go right into this video here because we saw the snow falling this morning. It actually was accumulating on the grass and the ground areas here. The snow accumulated on the rooftops as well. A big draw for people to come out here with their furry friends and their kids in the parking area of Grizzly Peak to take some pictures along the trails with the snow falling in the background. We also ran into a couple, Athena and Chad. They said that they were watching our coverage very early this morning, talking about the snow, so they decided to drive up here and see it firsthand. They have never seen snow before. Listen in.
Yeah, I'm lost for words. This is amazing.
Not only is it snow, but it's also freezing cold.
It's freezing cold. It's freezing. I need some hot chocolate. That's it.
And I'm going to have to get some hot chocolate after this live shot, too, because it is still chilly out here. But the sun is out, so that's certainly good news. It is currently not raining or snowing at this point, but we absolutely know that it was certainly a sight to see. And with all these people that drove into this parking lot, oh, yeah, people were excited to see the snow here. I'll send it back to you, Ryan.
All right, Justin, if you get some hot chocolate, put a little something in there. You earned it, okay? Also in the East Bay, take a look at this from Livermore. More than 100 cars got stuck while driving in the snow on Patterson Pass Road. Alameda County Fire had to help pull those drivers out, but as our Julia Goodrich shows us, conditions, well, they're finally improving.
Hey there, well, I wanted to scout out some snow, and here it is. This is the Livermore Valley. I'm along Mines Road. Took a little road trip, just checking out the scenery, and it's just quite remarkable. I've never seen snow at this level in years since living here. So you can see all of the homes that still have the snow on the ground, and in fact some homeowners said it was pretty hard feeding their chickens this morning because they didn't expect to have all of this snow. So it's quite remarkable in the Livermore Valley. Look, you can see the vineyards down there, and some cows, and just the whole area covered in white snowcap.
All right, Juliet. Well, people flooding social media with photos, videos, and reaction to this unusual winter weather. Joss Moran has more on how people are both celebrating and enjoying the snow, and others are just dealing with the headaches that come with it.
Yeah, Ryan, we are actually seeing posts all over, from backyards in Santa Cruz to snowfall in the Oakland Hills, and I'm low-key kind of jealous of Justin because he got to see all of it, and this doesn't happen very often, and it's all people are talking about. All right, so let's show you what people are saying on Twitter throughout the Bay Area and the photos that they're sharing. So look at this beautiful view of Mount Diablo. Such a great photo. And Rachel says, quote, usually it's buttercup time, but the weather decided to go fancy. It's a good way of putting it. Our Ignacio Valley High also sharing a photo of Mount Diablo. They describe it as a winter wonderland. That is what we have been hearing all morning. And look at this video tweeted out at about 7 a.m. this morning. This is of the Santa Cruz Mountains. Okay, now I'm getting really jealous. You can see the snow falling there, the trees covered in snow, just beautiful. And then in Marin this morning, Sierra Geology tweeted this photo saying, quote, unusually low snow in Marin this morning, skiing on Mount Tam. And we'll show you this one last video from Twitter user Jonathan. It's snowing on Mount Tam. I could really look at these all day, Ryan. It's gorgeous, but we know while it is beautiful, it can create those dangerous conditions on the road. So extra reminder to be extra careful out there.
Yeah, definitely good advice there, Jocelyn. We'll stay with CBS News Bay Area for continuing First Alert weather coverage all day long. We'll bring you the latest on air and, of course, online.